Hey guys, this is Steve from Vapor Bombz, the designer of the Omega, and today we're going to do a quick tutorial on a rebuild. Sorry if there's any kind of glitches, because this is kind of my first video I made. Whoop, as you can tell. There you go. But here's the Omega 3-pulse design. So we're going to start. You're going to need your atomizer, about 4 inches of silica, 2. And today we're going to be doing a dual coil configuration. And I also went ahead and pre-braided or twisted 30 gauge tinfoil wire. That's it. And then we also need a device too, power it and test it. So we're going to grab a piece of silica. And we're going to do about 1 inch bunny ear loops, 2 of them. So it's going to be about 4 folds. I'm going to take the pre-braided tinfoil wire. I'm going to wrap about 3 times. Giving ourselves about 1 inch leads. I'm going to trim it. This is good. I'm going to make one. I'm going to make another. I'll make sure both look as uniform as possible, so it just makes it more consistent when we wrap. I'll take the bottom section of the device on the Omega, thread it onto a mod. I'm going to start on the front left half, right here. So I'm going to loosen the screws. About 1/16 of an inch away from the post. I'm going to use my thumb to support it in place. I'm going to wrap around. So I have that there. Do the same thing. I'm keeping the longer ends of the bunny ears facing towards me as I pinch it towards the front half. Right there. Kind of lay it in place, pull the wire back around. There you go. And then we'll lightly just tighten the screws, not fully just yet, just snug. Keep it in place. As for the center post, I will actually fully tighten. I'm going to trim those leads, but keeping the ends in place, just so we can check the distance and the firing of the device. So it looks pretty close, and what I'm going to do is lift it, raise it slightly, making sure that the air hole itself is directly underneath the coil on both sides. So I'm going to lift it again, space all the coils so it doesn't short. Well, it looks like it fired for a second. Let's see. Keeping in mind that nothing is touching itself or any other type of metal contact. We don't want things grounding out. So I'm going to do a quick pulse for a test fire. It looks like it's shorting there. So I'll move this wire out of the way. Pulse it again. There you go. Now it looks like there's an even burning on both coils itself. Check. Yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and trim the outer leads. Where the air hole is, I'm going to trim that section here. So it doesn't interfere with the top cap as we place it back in place. And because of a deep recessed well, the excess amount we're going to twist and then tuck right underneath the coil and back in place, like that. twist, and just tuck it right back in. Right there. So I'm going to check the fire again just in case I didn't shift any coils. Make sure it's firing evenly. And I think that should do it. Mind you, when you build your coils, it has to be above that air hole, and the airflow is hit from underneath. And that's it. We're probably going to put some liquid on here and actually test out, see how it bakes. At this point in time, I'm going to fully saturate it until the silica becomes transparent. Tucking back in the silica, just make sure it's in place, nothing's in the way. Airflow is very key and very important. So that way we can maximize vapor production, flavor, and airflow. And because the Omega, the way it's designed, you can adjust your airflow as tight or as airy as you like. Looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. That's it.